What's up, YouTube? A quick and efficient update. PSA breaking news yesterday. If you hadn't heard last night, they had just lowered the price to grade your cards. That's right. Pokemon, Yu-Gi-Oh, Magic the Gathering, Dragon Ball Z, any TCG cards down from $22 per bulk special to $15 a card. Only 10 card minimum as well, so you only have to submit 10 cards to be eligible for this offer. You do have to be a Collectors Club member, which costs, I don't know, $250 a year or something like that. Go to PSA's website here, psacard.com, and look into being a Collectors Club member. Again, $15 a card, 10 card minimum, and the value of each card has to be declared at $199 or less. So this is clearly a draw for those looking to grade the lower end cards, be set collectors, common collectors, whatever it might be. If you want to complete your common sets or if you want to grade some lower end cards, here is a great viable option. Good and bad news for people. The good news is, as a consumer, you now got $15 a card to grade. The bad news is, if you submit it at the $22 service level, from what I understand, there are no price match guarantees. It's not Walmart and Best Buy and Target and whatnot. There are no price match guarantees from what I understand, so folks submitted at 22 are not too happy right now, but it is what it is, right? The previous lowest special for these cards were $18 a card during the July Sports Card National Convention. That obviously was a limited time special. That had since gone, and then it went up to 22. Now all the way down to 15. Also, it's 120 calendar days, meaning 4 to 6 months. You would expect these cards to get back, which is way better than the year we were seeing during the boom. By far, this is the cheapest price you will see on grading any TCG cards. By far, it is the best price you'll see for quite a while, I would say. It's showing that PSA is more efficient. This is the best price we've seen since the whole boom during the pandemic and the Bitcoin-like growth on cards and collectibles. So great news as a consumer here. Good for PSA to be more efficient and get these rolling through. And as a result, we should start to see even lower prices going forward. But again, keep in mind, it's $199 value or less. If you submit something higher than the $199 value and it gets a 10, for example, it's worth $1,000, you're going to be expected to pay those up charges. And you had to now wait 4 to 6 months to get it back when you could have submitted it at a higher service level and got it back quicker. Up to you. Use your discretion on what you want to do there. But great news. If it ever goes down to like $10 a card in the next 1, 2, 3 years, that's even better news as a consumer. I love cards myself. Not good for the market because it's showing the market is really softening. People are not submitting at those $20 price points anymore. Back during the boom, we saw people running to submit at $30 a card. No longer the case. The value of the PSA graded cards are no longer what it was. So that's kind of disappointing if you're an investor, but if you're a collector and if you're a consumer of PSA graded cards, great news for everybody. In addition to that, the sports cards also had a price cut, $18 a card, backed up from $22 a card for the bulk special. Again, $199 declared value, and this one, though, is a 25 card minimum. So unlike the Pokemon at 10 cards you had to submit, for the sports cards you have to submit 25 cards, so you do have to submit more cards, same turnaround time. And again, it's $18 a card compared to the $15. So the TCG, really a much better option right now in all aspects. Cheaper per card, less card minimum, and TCG cards, in my opinion, do better than a lot of the sports cards in terms of selling, right? TCG cards sell easier than a lot of sports cards. That's just my opinion from dealing with both of these hobbies, right? So what do you guys think? Are you going to submit some cards? I probably am going to look into opening some more submissions as well. So if you want to submit through me again, please feel free to contact me on Instagram. Send me a direct message, personal message. I'm happy to get back to you. I do ask for just a little bit extra for my time and effort in filling out the paperwork, shipping it out to PSA, getting it back, and then shipping it back to you. So obviously, there's a lot of extra work involved for me, and as a result, I do ask for a little bit of an extra charge. But if you just want to do it yourself, that's fine as well. It is kind of a hassle. I've dealt with it. I submit so many cards, and there's so many things that goes into it. But what do you guys think? Great news for everybody, I think, except the market in general seems to be quieting down a little bit. So for those who are investing, not the best thing. But now it gives you another option to grade lower-end cards. So now cards that you had sitting around that just wasn't worth grading at 22 a card, maybe now you're going to look at it and say, hey, 15 a card. If you're an investor or a speculator, that gives me some room to go and submit and see if I can make a profit as well. So if you're looking into that avenue, that's good. If you're a set collector, even better at the 15 card as well. All right, everybody. Hope you enjoyed. Until next time, YugiohTube signing out.